Ladies and Germanators, welcome to the Last Rights podcast. Please do drop a subscribe and thank you for the subscribers that have been doing so recently. It's a big help. Yes, Greg Wallace. Let's talk more. Greg Wallace. We've got 3 articles to go through today. Let's have a quick begin. I didn't even start on that one. Anyway, back to that. Nestle memo reveals BBC knew about unacceptable behaviour from Greg Wallace on the Factory Show last year, because there are now claims that he's been doing more than just saying weird stuff to people. Who obviously went over the other day where he'd been saying to some Asian people, me so sorry and sucky sucky and all that stuff, something else with some Indian people and some sort of harassing stuff to some ladies on these shows. But there's a memo to staff at the Nestle factory in York, that shows concerns were raised with both the broadcast and the production company Voltage in 2023. We've written to the production company, said the Nestle, and spoken to the BBC to bring our unacceptable experience to their attention in the hope that it is not repeated in other workplaces around the UK. Oh, now, just got to say, Greg Wallace and his lawyers are denying anything whatsoever. Got to say that. And we don't know, do we? But they are saying we will not tolerate any kind of racism, misogyny, homophobia, bullying, exclusion or harassment, and we have strict policies in place to deal swiftly and decisively with this kind of behaviour. Swift and decisive would be a trapdoor. It'd be the Wallace trapdoor, wouldn't it? You just press a button and down he goes, so to speak. They're not going to remove shows from O-Player. But now we're getting into a little bit more serious stuff. The groping allegation. 2 women. One said he groped her bottom, French for ass, while another alleged he laughed after touching her bottom with his waist and penis, which is French for cock. If you didn't know, it's not. Just made that up. And a third woman claimed Wallace's penis was partially exposed in his dressing room in what she felt was a power play. Yeah, few little odd things coming together, aren't they, with Mr. Wally Wallace? There's another complaint that asked a sign language interpreter to translate big boobs and sexy butt. I mean, it's got to be that for big tits, hasn't it? I don't know sign language. Is it I love you? I don't know any sign language. You see him on the side of the news. I guess big tits is just going to be that, isn't it? What else did he say? I'll get her to say sexy bum as well. Assume it was a her. What's that though? Is it sort of, or is it that? I don't know. I don't know the sign language is what I'm saying. But whatever he's done it to someone he shouldn't be doing it to. So that's not okay. Gregory. Jackie Kearney has been troubled by his household favourite status, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So basically he's been accused of touching people up now as well, which isn't great. But it's not the only one. So here we are into the realm of smoke now. And there is smoke. So what makes smoke? My mother, when she was pregnant with me, apart from that fire. That's what my excuse is anyway, if you keep messing up words like that. So his ghostwriter of his book, I mean, what kind of weakling has to get a ghostwriter to write an autobiography anyway, right? You can get someone to proofread it maybe and help out, but to actually have a ghostwriter, weakling, write your own words. Anyway, his ghostwriter says he harassed her, made revolting and sickening suggestions to her, and also touched her as well. This isn't looking good. Our lawyers again, our client has denied that he is engaged in any such behaviour and specifically denies any misconduct with Miss Kyle. Kyle claimed Wallace shared explicit details of his own sex life when working on the book between May and August 2012. Also alleges inappropriate touch of her thigh, watching the passenger seat of his sports car. Classic James Bond move. But obviously none of that's okay if that's happened, and it does seem that there's more than one person coming out about that now. So Strictly Come Dancing, which is a show where celebrities go on and learn to dance, were alerted to alleged inappropriate behaviour from Wallace when he appeared on the show in 2014. So it's not, it's a through line. But what's weird though, well, I don't know if it's weird, the BBC have obviously got all these complaints before and just not done anything about it, or certainly most of them, right? He was dating lots of different women. Yeah, well, he's just a bit of a shagger, right? Yeah, there's NDAs involved and all this stuff. So it does look like there's lots going on. But the funniest and third article is Rod Stewart is angry with Greg Wallace. I think it's funny. Just imagine being Rod Stewart being really angry, and maybe that mole on his face, maybe this mole or like little popsicle on his face or whatever it's called will burst the more angry with Wallace he gets, I would imagine. So Rod Stewart has taken another swipe at Greg Wallace. We didn't cover the first one, just days after branding him a tubby, bald-headed, ill-mannered bully for allegedly humiliating his wife, Penny Lancaster, on Celebrity Masterchef. The latest jibe came when Rod, 79, asked if he'd invite 60 to his home for Christmas. I mean, what are these journalists doing, though? Hey, you know, you called him a... hey, Rod, you called Greg Wallace a tubby, bald-headed, ill-mannered bully. Would you invite him round for Christmas? You know what you're going to get, journalists, don't you? But they did get their clicks because he responded with 2 words. What? Yellow teeth? The remark follows Rod's earlier Instagram post in which he accused Greg of bullying Penny during a 2021 appearance on the show, writing, "Good riddance, Wallace. You humiliated my wife when she was on the show, but you had that bit cut out, didn't you? You're a tubby, bald-headed, ill-mannered bully. Karma got ya." I'd like Rod Stewart to sing that to us in his sort of sultry Maggie May tones. That would be more entertaining as well. But there we go. Greg's at it. He's at it allegedly, and has been at it. And whilst denying anything, of course, my lawyers have asked me to say, interesting. We'll see what happens. But Master Chef or Master Spaff? This week on Master Spaff, I'm going to be mostly touching women and doing Chinese accent round the studio. That'll do, I think. See you later. Go on, drop a subscribe. I'll see you later. This is always ends strangely for me, isn't it? Let's put me on the big screen there. Welcome to the Last Writers Bar. We'll have this little background for a while, I guess, until I'm in a real bar. Maybe doing it for real. But drop a sub. Let us know what you think about Greg Wallace. And please just keep coming back for my lovely videos. I like you a lot. Next, we'll probably do a video about that bloke that got shot in New York. All right. See you later. Have a nice time. Bye.